Hello and welcome back to another FPL video, and in this video I'm going to be doing my free hit team for game week 32. Now I say my free hit team, I'm doing a free hit draft for 32 because as it stands I'm not actually going to be free hitting. Bit of a pointless video thinking about it, but I figured because I've had two absolutely shocking game weeks in the last couple of weeks, maybe changing it up might help, so this could change my mind. We'll have to see, but yeah, we'll go through the team because I really need a change. Because like I said, the last couple of weeks have been absolutely shocking for me. Right then, so let's go through this team then, shall we? So as you can see, goalkeepers. The starting goalkeeper I would go for out of the two is Alisson in goal. Really, it was just a toss-up between him and Ramsdale in terms of goalkeepers, if I'm being honest. Nottingham Forest at home for Liverpool. I know Liverpool's defence is pretty terrible this season, but I do think they can keep a clean sheet in this game. But I've been wrong most of the season so far, so I'll probably be wrong again on this one. And my second keeper, I've gone for the Leicester keeper in Iverson, who's been starting. He's only 3.8 million. I've got no plans of him starting. Well, he would have no plans to start at all. It's just I've gone for the goalkeeper I would want and the cheapest goalkeepers available that will probably actually start in the game week just in case of an emergency. So those are the two goalkeepers that I'd go for. With the bench, so as you can see, I've got two defenders and a striker here. So you already work it out. It's a 3-5-2 formation. So Ben Mee, I've gone for him at the back. He's on the bench. He's my number one guy. I think Villa at home, I mean, Brentford have got a fixture. They've been decent this season, but Villa at home, Villa are in unbelievable good form right now. I could really gone for a Villa defender, but I've gone for a Brentford defender here just because Brentford are at home. That is the only reason why I've done that. But like I said, he's on the bench. I doubt he'll even come on if this team was to be my team for game week 32. Same with Ream, really. I mean, Fulham are doing really well this season, but they do concede goals. But Ream's been really good this season, and they've got Leeds. Now, as bad as Leeds have been, they're getting battered the last few weeks. They have actually scored a goal, so that's a little worrying. I can see Fulham again conceding, but he's just in there just because he's cheap and he starts. So, worst case scenario, if you was to have dropouts, again, that's another player going to start. And then finally, I've gone for Edouard, the striker, as my third striker, but I have no plan to start him. I mean, he's not even a shoe-in to start, to be fair, either. Crystal Palace, they're in good form. Everton at home is a nice fixture. But like I said, the chances of him coming on, if this was to be my team, is going to be slim to none. Even if he starts the game against Everton, I wouldn't really have plans to actually start him still. Just because there is a high chance he'll come off early and not really give you much. The only reason, like I said, with the others, I think he is the more favourite striker for Roy Hodgson so far. Could be wrong though, could change it up. So that's why he's there. So then, these are the back three that I would go for if I was to go through with this team. And first up, Trent Alexander-Arnold of Liverpool. So that's two Liverpool players at the back. Now I've gone for Trent ahead of Robertson just because Robertson, you can't be 100% guaranteed to start. I mean, I bet he will start, but I much prefer Trent. He's been playing decent recently in terms of attacking wise. He's got a couple of assists and that, so that's why I'm leaning towards going for Trent ahead of any other Liverpool defender. Now, I'm confident-ish that Liverpool will keep a clean sheet, but I'm always wrong at the minute, so they probably won't. And they have got a decent striker, Forest, so they could easily score, but attacking wise, Trent's been on it. So that's why I'm leaning towards going for a double Liverpool defence rather than going for a triple up on Liverpool attackers. Now, alongside him, I'm going for Gay of Crystal Palace. Now, I'm quite surprised that I've done this one because in the past I've said don't go anywhere near Crystal Palace defenders because they've been terrible. Roy Hodgson usually keeps teams in good check, so I do think this game will be 0-0 for being honest. Crystal Palace Everton. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a great game, so I do think there is a clean sheet there for Palace, and that's why I've gone for Gay ahead of me and Ream. All three players are at home, but I think the fixture out of the three of them, I think Everton are the least likely to score. And then finally, I mean, Kieran Trippier, I couldn't take him out. He's playing in game week 32. Spurs at home isn't exactly the worst fixture in the world. I mean, Harry Kane is a good striker, But Spurs are just all over the place. They probably will score against Newcastle, but Kieran Trippier can still get you on a goal and an assist. So I can't look past Kieran Trippier. I'd much rather have him than any of my defenders that I've got on the bench. So that's why I'll go for those 3 defenders. So then this is the 5-man midfield that I've gone for here now. To be fair, the midfield was definitely the toughest one out of the lot. Just because you got Arsenal midfielders. So Saka, I feel like he's definitely a nailed on choice. I feel like Salah's a nailed on choice. But with Arsenal midfield, it's a toss up. Because as you can tell, I've only gone for 2 midfielders. I could have gone for 3. But I could have gone for Saka, Odegaard and Martinelli. Or I could have gone for Saka, Odegaard, which I have gone for. Or Saka and of course Martinelli. It's a really tough one because obviously Arsenal got Southampton at home, which is a great fixture. It's top versus bottom. It might come to a surprise that I've not actually gone for an Arsenal defender just because I think Arsenal can win this game 3-4, 5-0 against Southampton. So I'd probably rather have attackers on this one than defenders. That's why I'd go all in on attacking rather than defending when it comes to the Arsenal. Could be wrong, it could be a 1-0 game and you should have gone for the defenders. But that's why I'll definitely go for Saka and Odegaard or Martinelli. Or if not, if you want to, I'd definitely recommend going for all 3. I've got Jarrod Bowen here now. Now this one, I'm not 100% confident on if I would go for this team, I'd have him. It's him or it's Eze. Obviously, like I said before, Crystal Palace are at home to Everton, but I don't know why. I've just got this feeling it would be 0-0. Again, I've been wrong a lot recently, so Eze could be the right choice. But for now, I've gone for Bowen. I don't like it because he's away. If he was at home, I'd definitely be more comfortable Bowen playing. But Bournemouth away, Bournemouth are decent at home to be fair to them. So that's why I'm not 100% confident on this pick. But he has got a goal in his last game. He got an assist in the game before. So he's got a couple of returns recently. So it's not the worst shout in the world. But maybe Eze would be a better pick. Now, Mo Salah. Now, obviously, he's got vice captain as Odegaard, and my striker is currently as captain. But if this was to be my team, Mo Salah definitely would be my captain for this game week. Nottingham Forest at home. I do feel like Liverpool will get a couple of goals in this game. Whether they keep a clean sheet, I'm not 100% confident on. But I'm pretty sure Mo Salah will get a return in this game. Now, why I went for 2 defenders and a midfielder rather than going for all-out attack for Liverpool is I am not confident on any of the attackers in Liverpool to start. They've got a lot of attackers and they can easily rotate up. So I'm not confident Jota, Nunez, Firmino, Gakpo. I'm not 100% confident that any of them are going to start against Forest. And what I want is starting players. So I know the likes of Saka, Odegaard, Bowen, Salah, they're all going to start games. So that's why I've gone for 1 attacker for Liverpool and 2 at the back. So I definitely know Trent and Alisson are also going to start. And then finally, James Maddison. I'm sticking with him. He's been awful the last few, God knows how many weeks now. He's been absolutely awful. But I'm sticking with him. Leicester, they have to win. They have to win or else they're getting relegated at this rate. And it's Wolves at home. It's pretty much a derby game. It's at home as well, which is really important. Leicester were pretty okay at home. So I'm hoping that I will finally get returns from Maddison. Like I said, this isn't actually my team. This is just a draft, so I'm not confident yet whether to go with a free hit team. But Maddison is currently actually in my team, so either way, he would be in my team if I free hit or not. So I'm begging him to get some returns. I've had him captain for a few weeks now. Failed on me, so now I'm taking him off captaincy. I'm hoping he'll actually wake up and score some goals. So then this is the front 2 that I've gone for here. So Gabriel Jesus is the first striker I went for. So yeah, I mean it was pretty obvious as soon as you realise I had no Arsenal defenders and 2 Arsenal midfielders that it was going to be Jesus. I just feel like I wanted the Arsenal attacker. There's no right or wrong answer. You could have easily gone for Martinelli as a 3rd Arsenal player instead. But I decided to go for Jesus. I feel weird. It feels like something different, but I'm pretty sure the guy's like really highly owned. I think he's still like 30% owned right now, so he's still highly owned. But like I said, I just feel like he's going to score. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. I'm always wrong, so it probably won't happen, but I just have that feeling. He is the striker. He's the lone striker. He's been great this season. He's played better than I thought he would. And I do think if he doesn't score, he'll get an assist. He's going to be in and around the box. And Southampton, it's just a perfect matchup, I think, for Jesus. It's top versus bottom. You can see it being a 5-0, but don't be shocked if it's 1-0 now I've said that. And then my second striker I'm for is Solanke. Now, it might be a surprise, but yeah, I've gone for Solanke. He's actually played really well in the last few weeks, and he does have a nice set of fixtures. Now, this is obviously a relegation battle fixture. It's a big game for them. They are at home, which is why I've gone for him. It was a tough one to go for, but I decided to go for him. I did think maybe go for Ollie Watkins, but I don't know why. I'm just adamant I'm not picking him. I have no problems with Aston Villa, but for some reason, I just can't go for him. I don't know what it is, but I'm just not going to. But Brentford is a tough game, even though he's been scoring against the top 6 teams. But yeah, Brentford is still a tough game. And I do feel like West Ham is an easier fixture. But yeah, I could have gone for him, or I could have even gone for Tony. But to do that, I would have had to change Tony, not Tony, I would have changed the Bowen to Eze, which is an easy thing to do, and probably a better thing to do, really. And have Tony up front, or maybe even Ollie Watkins. It's a real tough one, but I feel like Solanke's in a little bit of form. And like I said, they're at home, and they've been playing decent at home. So that's why I decided to go with Solanke. He's a bit of a differential as well. And he is somebody, if I don't go for a free hit, and I do make transfers, he's definitely somebody who I'd recommend bringing into your team. Because Bournemouth fixtures, to be fair, to the end of the season, they're pretty decent. And Solanke always starts. So, yeah, that team, though, overall, it looks really good, to be fair. I do like the look of it. And it's really tempted to go for the free hit. I'm trying not to because I prefer game week 34. But if you want to free hit in 32, I definitely recommend go for a team like that. But you know, I'm sure most people probably want 3 Liverpool attackers. But like I said, for me personally, I can't be sure if he's going to start anybody else. I'm 100% certain he'll start Salah, Alexander-Arnold, and Alisson. So that's why I'd go for those 3. But I get it if people want to go for Gakpo, Jota, or Nunes, something like that. But for me, I definitely go for 100% starters at this time of the season. There you go. That is the free hit team that I've drafted up for you all and for myself, of course. I do hope you like this team. If you have any issues, if you think there's any players that I've missed out or any teams that I've not even mentioned that are playing that I haven't actually mentioned in terms of players that I should really look at bringing in, let us know. Because obviously, I've not had any Spurs players in this team. I've only got the one Newcastle player as well. So yeah, if you let me know if there's anybody else you think I should go for, maybe you should go for an Arsenal defender. I mean, I do think they'll probably keep a clean sheet, but the last few weeks they haven't, and it's put me off. So that's why I didn't do that. But yeah, please don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one.